little extra project I decided to do for Sunday, and I'm going to be finishing up the fretting process on the grope I got last year because I thought I got it all down, but there was some little bit of frets that decided to pop up with all this wacky weather we've had this year. So shouldn't take that long, but I figured this would be a nice tech tip for all the novice to intermediate techs that like to do the DIY stuff. Pretty much how I do it, or learned how to do it, and also having experience in guitar stuff and all that. So, as much as I hate, loosening up every string on the guitar, just because some frets are like one spot there, one here, full fret. Then you don't have to go for a few, one full fret. Then you have spot, one spot, good spot. Yeah, so I like doing these kind of jobs because it's easier for me to do that. But on the other hand, it's like unwind, rewind. Oh, and look at that, it popped right out. It's so easy to do though. Okay, and no, this is not going on the Patreon page. This one I'm making specifically for YouTube people, for the YouTube guys. Okay, that there. That over here. It still needs to be brought down a little bit. This guitar plays great too, and I noticed they have more colors this year, and they're all going for $85. It's like, man, I might actually get one. But then I remembered I play for Donner. I'm going to them moving to them exclusively to 6 strings, so I really have no desire to play. Which sucks, even I have no desire to play the 6 strings, so it is what it is. So get that dangled up there in case I see. There we go. So, got the strings loosened, or kind of loosened. Hey, how you doing? Sorry, this thing, the chat's delayed, so if you say hey, it's gonna be delayed for a couple seconds. It's just how YouTube is. So how you guys doing? Having a good Sunday? Okay, that should do it. That's awesome that you guys all kind of just brushed in here at once. Oh shit. And then that happens. I'm gonna have to keep you guys over here. It fell. There we go. Alright, so now I gotta find something to hold on. I guess I don't have to really worry about that. So now I'm just gonna start filing these couple frets right here just to kind of warm myself up, because these are a pain in the ass to start doing, because as much as everyone loves stainless steel frets, I'm not a fan of them because I have to work on them and they're just a pain in the ass. So usually when you want to start working on, I don't know how everyone, let me first off stating, everyone likes their action a different way, and some people like their action super high like that. I prefer to have mine hovering just over the fret. And when you're doing it over the fret, mine's a Nokia. I don't know. I don't pay attention to phone models. There we go. So now the stupid things. Yeah, I said hi. So now we're gonna go. There we go. Take that a little bit back, and we'll go from there. So I like to kind of keep this one up just a little bit higher. And we're going to go from there. So here we go. and this is a very tedious job. It might look really easy, but you gotta kind of go with the fret itself. And the one little tool kit I always recommend is this one. You can get it on eBay for, I think it's up to $15 now from inflation, but I've been using this for 2.5, 3 years. I have a few. Why, do you have any? So, starting on the fret now, it's the 4th fret. And then what's cool about frets in general is like you can kind of see where it's a little too high, and if it's not rounding itself off the right way, I try to make sure I at least get some of the marker off here. Let me show you, for instance. You'll see some of the markers coming off. And then when I get that off, all right, take it easy. When I take that off, then I'll do what I call the rock test. But after I worked on one of these and I got this made me dislike stainless steel frets. It's just, they're not as great as a lot of people think they are. It's just a good way for people to get more money out of you. Like, it's great if you have high action. But take it easy, David. Alright, so now we got the 4th fret done. So, and I got stuff to clean that up too. So, here's what we call the rock test. And like I said, my action is 0.25 millimeters on the treble side, which is, so everyone can understand what I'm talking about. 0.25 millimeters is way down here. It's the lowest you can go to 1.5. Let's see if we can get that in frame. To 1.5. So my action goes from here to here on 6 strings. Then 7 strings, it'll go up another one, 8 strings. So yeah, as I do it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So yeah, so you guys now have an idea of how, and honestly, it's not like, oh, I want this one at one thing and all that. They all have to move up. Like, let's say you don't like the 25 on this, on the treble side, on the high E string. You want the 0.5, which, 0.50 and all that. Well, then you got to move every string up another step of another increment, if you will, because you can't just have it 0.5, then 0.75. It's all physics. Everything's physics when it's pulling out, because you're pulling on the neck and all that. So you want the strings to go with the radius, and as well as, because the smaller the neck, the higher the radius and all that, where you get the C shapes. Prime example, my Agile 8 string. It's got a 15 radius neck. So it's flat. I mean, it's like flat pancakes. That's all you're going to get out of it. Now, when you get like the C-shaped necks and all that, those are the smaller style necks, and it's going to be like your Fenders and stuff like that. Hey, how you doing? And so that's why I always tell people, take a moment and really analyze your style of action, what you like. And that's why it took me a little bit to get my action down to where I know I like it 25 to 150. I've met a lot of people that like it up an increment, like I was saying. I put 25 to 150 on all my guitars. I don't like it any way else. And that's how, the digressing to what I was getting at, that's how I figured out too, how to find out where companies started skipping they were skipping steps on their quality control. The worst one and I hate to say it, was ESP. ESP, and because I know this is the ESP and Schecter have Die-Hard fans. They don't realize it's the same company. Excuse me for that. What's another one? I mean, Gibson's always been crap in my eyes, but look at how bad they are. All right, so let's do the rock test. So now, you saw me get that, so now we still got to kind of run that down. So here's the 4th fret. Let's see if it's going. And rock test just means if it goes back down, back down, back down. That's it. So, then we come down here. Boom. Gotta take her out. So has anyone got any new instruments lately? Like new to you instruments, even if they were used? And you know what? I have been slacking a little bit. I will put these in the description. I know none of you ever read the description. I actually have been, I put so many links in the description that can help you guys out. No one goes into it, and I see why a lot of creators get frustrated with people that watch, because it literally hands you all the information right there. You guys want to talk to you and want it, projected to you, and it's like, well, if you just read the damn comments. All right. It gets worse down in the upper registry because I don't know what they did for some reason. They definitely rushed it, but I highly recommend Growth though, man. The sound these guitars produce are just insane. I mean, you get a roasted maple neck. You get roasted maple neck, bone nut, HSS pickups. What is it? Not a kill switch, a coil split. That's what it is. You get a coil split. All right. Let's do this one. This has just a little bit on there. I have to order me a new file because I've done, like I was saying before, over 150 guitars with this since I got it. Almost. Just one, and you think like, oh, that's just a little bit. That's not much. No, that little bit will tink, throw it all out of place. It'll make you upset and not want to play the damn thing. Hello, one person inside the room. It just feels like it's... Alright, I guess we got it. You know, something tells me I should just... I hate stainless steel frets. There, that's done. I can do this one. Alright, this is a whole entire fret. You can see, because now I've knocked out two, oh shit. And the fun falls. See, you guys went on a little trip. All I was trying to do was pick this up. It's been the story of my life today. So anyway, that's why I keep slipping. So we did 4, part of 5, did 6, and we're doing that. And then comes the cascading fall of almost every fret after that. I really need to get me a bench so this doesn't keep going. This might be a 2-parter because I'm going to end up getting fatigued after so long. There's so many. Let's see how many I got after this one. I have 11 more after this. Which, whatever, I mean, it's the name of the game. There we go. I think you guys can see a little bit better than that. You do. Alright, let's knock this out. What did you say hi? Yeah, did you didn't see? You said hi. Alright, hey. I have no idea. Yeah, it's fun. It sucks, this damn apartment's too small. It's hard to get a house anymore. I'm just trying to get you guys into decent light so I don't hit anything. Would you do if when you okay? He said yes, we go. Yeah, I'm a guitarist. I'm having a hard time understanding where you're going with that thing, dude. What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go? You've been day drinking there, buddy. Jesus Christ. This one's pretty easy. Oh yeah, you're right. Damn, Emoji City. No, you gotta, yeah, you know, what? You gotta have someone fun like that in the chat, though. I dig it. First album you ever bought or owned? Mine was Guar, Carnival of Chaos. Hey, it's Yo, what you doing? So far, these frets are doing pretty well with the, leveling out. I can't wait to give out. The first album I bought was Crybaby. You've never owned an album? So what? You just bought songs? I don't know how to. Wait, you never bought an album? Wow, I don't even know what to say to that. Whew. I mean, I get it. Times have changed and all that. I'm old school. I still have my albums. I own some digital stuff too. I just feel wrong owning digital songs because, I mean, yeah, it's cool because no one can throw them away. And there's songs you can't find even in stores because these are like local bands that were national/international bands. I've known the artist personally. Yeah, because once I became a musician and started playing ages ago, like I stopped listening to anything commercial. So that's when I started realizing that the people that are commercial and play on the radio, they don't write their own songs. They get a team of people that write their singles, and they have no choice to play it. It's a huge rap sheet of shit. Boom. Another one bites the dust. And I know I have. Ah, now, here's another little thing. Other people do other things different, but I mean, the tips I'm giving are stuff I do that I do to my guitars, and I wouldn't recommend them if I didn't think they were safe. Now, if I'm doing someone else's guitar, yes, I would do some of those other steps, but if they wanted it. But if you're just playing at home and stuff like that, you really don't need some of the stuff these guitar players do. It's really just it's overkill to some shit, and they put too much lemon oil on the guitar neck, like they drown it. You're only supposed to clean the neck, condition neck like once every 3 months, or if it gets severely gunked up. But you're not supposed to put so much on; it'll actually get inside the fretboard, and the tangs will get released, and then you'll have a popped out fret. And then you can't get the fret back in there because the wood's expanded so much because it's got so much lemon oil in there. Because people, that's why I always recommend using Dunlop, because it has the ingredients in it, like lemon oil. It has lemon oil, but they treat it with other shit that won't go into the guitar neck and all that stuff. So they treat it. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but at least you don't have to sit there and go like that. Because there's a guitar company I used to play for, and I watched videos, and I would just do, oh dear Lord, what the hell are they doing? And then I hear horror stories of doing it every time someone changes their strings, and I'm like, you don't have to do it every time you change your strings. That's overkill. But digress. I get about a 12,000 to 1,200 grit sandpaper, and then once I start getting down to the higher end part of the fretboard, because now we're on the ninth fret, I go back and I just polish up. Yep, Dallas soup. Go on here, and then it'll instantly take off. Even if like your fret is sticking out a lot, and it's like, let's say it's cutting your hand, the best way to get rid of those, it's still just $1,200. Just go, and then fretboard's fine, and then you didn't kill the neck. I mean, if you want to make it feel worn in, I'll do a tech tip on that. I'll show you guys how to do that. So now, okay, I've done the fourth fret. I got to do the sixth. Oh, let's make sure we get the end of that, and the entire seventh. Now, extending string. Now they do have cleaners that you can use. Like you can spray it. Like GHF has a thing that works both for. I used to use it back in the day. I think it comes in a bottle about this size, and it's for string. I think it's called GHS Boomer something. It's like, if I saw the picture, I'd be like, yes, that's it. That works. It'll give me if it depends on the player. Like if you're just slamming on the strings, right there's your problem, and don't hit the strings like you're playing slap bass, because that's not going to help you. You want, as a guitar player, you want to kind of learn how to pick slow. I think it's like less is more. But cleaning the strings with that Dunlop spray, not the Dunlop. Dunlop makes a spray for it too. It's really good. You want to do it that way, or that GHS product. I haven't used that in years, but I used to use that because it actually cleans the fretboard, and then you can clean the gunk off of it. And I used to change my strings every 2 weeks, and then when let's say like I lost a job or something, it would give me I could push it an extra 2 weeks, so I could actually get a month out of my strings. Now I own so many damn guitars, I don't know when I've changed. I have to actually keep a log on when I change my guitar strings on which guitar and all that. So like my 8 string I just got, the Agile 8 string I just got the other day. Those strings are new, so I can let those go for maybe a month because they're thick strings, so they can last a little bit longer. But a tip: thicker strings do kill your tone, so be careful of that. Because if you're wanting to save your tone and all that, just find like I like top, heavy, bottom. Get an EQ pedal, and that's your best way to go. And just learn how to pick lightly, because you're gonna get such booming dead sound. Because people think I get that with the 8 string. No, I just learned how to make my own set of strings with 9 through 74 is what I use, and that actually sounds really good. And it keeps in tune. It's not flobby. That's my best advice. Get the GHS and or Dunlop spray. Always keep 2 of these, if not 3. Oh, yeah, I got 3. Keep 2, one for the neck, one for the body, and then you keep this one around for backup. Let's say let's say like you do the strings and all that. That'll be like your string cleaner, and then you can write on here fretboard, body, strings. I'm just giving you like the stuff that I do. Like that's how I would do it because I have OCD issues because I have 8 guitars. I have a ridiculous amount of amp crap. It really looks like I do have a studio and all that. So, and you know what's funny? Those rag cleaners are really expensive through Defenders. Like, oh, we put our name on it here. We want you to give us $30-$40. It's like, dude, I get the same exact rag over at a dollar store. You want me to? Man, I'll just, yeah. Everyone keeps asking me about that Katana amp. I'm gonna have to try to get one, but I haven't needed an amp and all that since I got the EVH combo amp, and I run a Line 6. What is that run? EVH with my Line 6 rack mount with a bunch of pedals. It looks like Mission Control. It really does. I have I've made a hybrid setup and all that, and I run an old school Marshall head blended together with my mics and all that. So it's crazy, man. This is like I have the setup I've always wanted, kind of. I've not. A lot of people have been doing that, I've now I won't get rid of the certain amps and stuff I've got now just because it's taken me a long time to get all that stuff, and it has like sentimental value. But I've heard a lot of people getting rid of a lot of the newer Line 6 stuff and going to the Boss Katana. I want to try one out, to be honest. And you're like, what is it, number 500 and something? That's actually, excuse me, that's mentioned the Katana. So now I'm like more and more, oh, excuse me, freaking carbonation. I get more and more intrigued about trying it because no one's really said anything bad about it. The only one person I said bad stuff about it was someone that couldn't dial in guitar tones. So that's all I got to really say on that. They look a bit expensive. Okay. So yeah, the big point about this, to get digressing back to what we were originally doing, what's good about this tool, if you look at it, it actually stays in the shape of the fret you're using. Then it has 3 different styles for like acoustics, medium to small frets, and it has that. I've done acoustics and all that with this thing, and I love it. Whew. That's amps haven't really changed that much in the price range. You got some good settings for metal on that Line 6 you have? Oh Lord, that hurt. Mmm. Oh, it's the spider. You know what sucks? The spider used to be a really, really good amp, and then all the variations they made and all the variations they made after it just went to hell. Cause I had the Spider 2, and that was an awesome amp. And then the Spider 3 came out. I was like, eh. Then the Spider 4, I was like, what the hell is this? And then I didn't even know they made a Spider 5. Shows you how out of touch I am with a lot of that stuff. I kind of just stick with the gear that I know and the companies I feel comfortable with. Hey, how you doing? I know if you plug the Spider in, it has its own interface style, and it can make for a pretty decent recording amp. I'm not caught up in your guys' internet stuff, so I have no idea. I have no idea what that means, is what I'm saying. Come on. Oh yeah, that got done. Oh, there's so many people that just flock in and then just leave. Yeah, this might be a two-part stream. I'm gonna do, I think, 2 more. Blake Griffin Survivor Series of Blake Griffin Survivor Series of Motorsports. That's funny as hell. There we go. This will be done in no time. Oh shit. The fuck? Almost done. So that's basically all you do. You rock it, file it down. Got a little bit. It's not so bad, but it's bad. After this one, we'll call it. I mean, definitely tell this is one of those problem fits I had for the longest time. Because this would stop this, end up here, and then you can see right here where it was kind of lifting off. I think that's it for this one. Like I said before. Thanks, Rezo. Hey, it's good to see you on here, man. I just had to deal with some idiot coming back and forth and just talking to himself, thinking he was talking to me. Ugh. I'm trying to do this to teach people stuff. It's definitely good to see you too, buddy. I even decided to do this part for free, just because I actually had a couple people unsub and send me a message saying, I can't believe you're putting your stuff on Patreon now. It's like, well, start throwing some cash out, and it wouldn't be a problem. And like you even said, front work is not fun. Yeah. And if people are out in Arizona, I tell them, I only charge $80 for manual labor, than $4 to $10 per fret, depending on how bad the fret is. I mean, hell, our Guitar Center charges $190 or $180 just to touch the guitar. Then it's like $20 per fret. I was like, I couldn't in my right mind charge somebody that. It's just, I just can't do it. That's like highway robbery. I could not rip off a fellow musician. And then the $20 to change a string. But if it's a Floyd Rose or anything, it's more money. Wire and post is another headache. I can't even do it because of how bad my neck and spine are. That my doctors told me you got to stop. You got to pick when you got to stop doing them. So I don't do frets anymore. I don't do pickup work anymore. And plus, the way pickups are going anyway, most people are going the active route, and even passive pickups are coming out with their own wiring system where you just click and connect. Which is weird. Ooh. Damn, come on. It's right there. No, I feel you, dude. If I didn't have the disabilities I do with my spine, neck, and shoulders and whatnot, and epilepsy and all that crap, dude, I would totally go back to the old school soldering and shit. That's why, like, I don't like the what are they called, live wire, whatever the other pickups that are active that have the computer chips in them. I went EMG because at least EMG are old school and they still sound like Metallica, Slayer, all that stuff. It still kind of gives you that 80s Marshall sound with the tone. And my Agile is all straight old school passive with the Cepheus Omen and the Omen pickups, the Alpha Omega pickups, and it sounds just like 4 or 5 guitars doing it one chunky riff. And one other A string I have is a Tario that you can see. Fishman's, that's what it is. I couldn't get a good tone with Fishman's. They were just way too high end, too bright. I didn't like that. See, that's why I like the 81. All that I get, it groups better for me. But see, it's all preference. Because if what works for you doesn't work for me. You know what's funny? I was a Seymour Duncan user for the majority of my career, and when I started playing their JB model, it sounded like crap. It did not sound like the Seymour Duncan that I grew up with. I was I was heartbroken. I did not know they went that way. It was way too bright. It wasn't didn't have the it didn't have that Seymour Duncan tightness that it's known for. It sounded like a how to put it. It sounded like a knockoff. And I even told the guy about it. I was working for at the time, doing quality control for him, and I was like, "Dude, these sound like shit." He goes, "No, these sound really good." I was like, "No," and I had put it in drop C because drop C is a good way to test anything because of it's like the metal standard drop D setting, if you will, and I did that. It still sounded like crap to me. It wasn't articulating the notes. I started switching to EMG. Granted, they're more expensive. Oh, I can't say that. They're about the same price. But I have now a rep from EMG. So my a lot of stuff's changed, and the gear I used to use has changed. The one thing that hasn't changed is the gear that I used to would never touch. So there's a reason I kind of stick with certain things. But I don't trash what other people use. Meaning, like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you?" Because, like I said, what works for you isn't gonna work for me. I can hand you my guitar, and what you play is gonna come out what exactly how it sounds through my amp and guitar and all that. It's because it's you. And if I play your guitar and all that, I'm gonna come out through your amp. It's exactly and the only people that understand that are musicians. You try to tell people all that other stuff, they don't get it. I'm gonna be cutting this about now because my shoulders are killing me, and let me show you guys what I have left. Oh, wrong way. So this is what I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 more, and this bastard right here is the reason most of these were sounding like shit. But yeah, this thing, no joke. You can get it for $81 brand new on eBay, and it has like 8 different colors. And here's the coil tap, 5-way switch. This thing, honestly, if I could cross with no, this thing, I got this last year for about $102 after tax. And I didn't know this company's been around for since the '88. And these were just a little too high, so I had to do it wrong. Like literally, what is it? The roasted maple neck, stainless steel frets, rounded. Apparently they're rounded, not all of them. You have your truss rods at the bottom, so everything's reversed. HSS pickups with a coil tap, 5-way switch. I've gotten this good. Well, I replaced the tuners with. I replaced the saddles with. There's roller saddles to make it smooth. I replaced up here with rollers, and I know I did something down here. No, I didn't. But yeah, you can get this for $81 right now. I'm looking to buy like 3 or 4 of them. And the tone on this, it can go from sounding like something from Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, to, I would say, punk, ska, jazz, blues. This thing is so versatile, and I love it. I will not change anything on this. I changed the saddles. I don't like how the saddles were. They just looked really cheap, so I just took the rollers off that, and I had a really nice whammy bar. Put that on. And what's funny, these are actually all volume knobs. You say tone because that's what they wanted to do. Yep. I mean, can you imagine all this for $100? And I've been playing for a year and I have no complaints. Well, except I have to do the front work. But I mean, really, is that really something to complain about? I've always wanted a seafoam green strap body, and this is a versatile. And like the name of the company. Here, let me see if I can get in the chat. Oh, okay. It won't let me on the phone. So the name of the company is Grote, Grote, and this is the standard G space R HSS, and then it'll have like a. Oh, I'll put the link in the description. So look in the description after this gets posted up and all that, because they'll usually post the next day. So if you come back and look at it, you'll see, you'll see it in the description under Grote guitar and all that, because it's like $81.96 free shipping. But all right, everyone, I'm gonna go relax the back, neck, and shoulders because I'm in a lot of hell right now. But I promise you guys, I'll always do a Sunday stream, and here's the Sunday stream. I hope it was good enough. I know I was babbling there for a little bit, but I was oh, you already found it, bro! I'm so happy to hear that, man. I'm gonna try to get the Discord set up this week and whatnot. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out.